Hey there, welcome to All Up in Your Business podcast with me, Kayleigh Bain, founder and owner of Honey Gin Marketing, where, as you know at this point, I focus on storytelling, and I'm so nosy. I love the story behind the people in the business, so why not make a podcast out of it? So today, I am here with Craig and Caz, or Caroline, with This Is Raleigh. So welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
Also, they have way more than This Is Raleigh, and we're going to get into it. So tell me, what is it that you guys do?
What do we do?
That's a loaded question.
It's a loaded question because
things.
I feel we wear so many different hats and labels. But I think essentially we're storytellers. We're passionate about crafting a life that's in alignment with your values. For us, that's travel. So we've lived a life for over 20 years where travel has been the core of it. It's still that way. And so what we really want to do with both our sites is just help people connect to what's meaningful for them, to be grounded and to love wherever they are, whether that's on the road traveling or, in the case of Raleigh, living here. And for us, we want to make their lives easier, filled with more joy, because we truly believe, and we experience this ourselves through travel, that the more that you feel connected and grounded and have experiences that are based and steeped in joy, the happier you are as a person, and then the better the lives of yourself and those that you impact are. Yeah.
Love that. Wow, that's great. Just end it there. It's
I'm
fine.
inspired.
Right?
Can I join this business?
See, on the surface level, people see us eating hamburgers and drinking cocktails and think that's what we're doing. But underneath that,
It's way more.
there's a deeper purpose that we're aiming for.
Yes, and I guess
Yeah.
the industry has penned us or classified us as influencers, which I've never liked that term. I hate that term, actually. It just sounds super manipulative and look cringy. But so we see ourselves more as like we have a media company or publication or content creators, I guess. But yeah, so we do, the content we create through all the platforms like blogging, podcasting, videos, social media, email marketing, all the above. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys do a lot of all of that. You guys are great content creators. I would totally say I love following you guys. And I say fun fact way too much. I'm trying to find a new catchphrase for this. But fun fact. Right?
Here we go.
Right? So this is how I start everyone. When was it? About a year and a half ago at this point, I actually met Caz and Craig without even knowing I met them.
Yeah.
I was running a donation drive at Bond Brothers, and for Hurricane Helene, that was a wild weekend. They were like, hey, by the way, can you just like put this all together? We need donations. And I was like, sure.
We did a great job putting it together.
It was a very last minute
busy.
effort. So it was me and a team of probably like 4 people, 5, give or take. And we put it together. And I remember I put like an SOS out there. And I was like, we need donations. Oh, and we need help. And oh, we need a truck. And so it's like everyone showed up, which was
I think
wild.
you ended up having too many people. I think we had to take a break and come back because there was so many people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
got,
right. That's
we got
right.
sent away.
I felt so bad because I've met some people since that, and they're like, "Yeah, you're the one who sent me away." And I'm like, "I'm so
It's
sorry."
okay. I think we just went into the bar and had a drink.
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, just go have a drink.
Yeah.
I'll come in and get you, or you can come out here and see it.
Yeah.
And it was so funny, but it was wild. It was like the whole town of Cary showed up.
Yeah, it was so great to see. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it, and I was like overwhelmed, and I'm like, I don't even know where to send people right now.
Yeah.
Just like, what's happening?
Yeah. I mean, that's Raleigh in a nutshell, like very collaborative
yeah.
community, whether it's business or helping through natural disasters and stuff like that, the whole triangle, the whole North Carolina, really.
Yeah.
Always been great at helping out when people have need and stuff. So
Coming together.
yeah, and people can help, they could donate stuff, donate time, money, resources, what have you. So
Yeah. That's one thing I've noticed too about Raleigh. It's like either in Raleigh or around, Durham, Cary, Wake, all the places around. Like, you put an SOS out there and like everyone shows up, which I think is like the coolest thing because like you can't get that everywhere.
No, you can't. No.
And
It's
Raleigh
very special.
It is. Raleigh is such a cool community. There's someone, another business I interviewed, and they kind of did a similar thing last summer. They didn't even ask for it. They talked about their life a lot. They're like, our AC broke, and it's the middle of winter or middle of summer, and what do we do? We're a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then like the next day, like a ton of people donated to them, and they were able to get it the next day.
Yeah, I love that. It's amazing.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite thing
Yeah.
about Raleigh.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to like the beginning. Where are you guys from?
Down under, mate.
Yeah.
Where we don't throw
Yes.
shrimps on the barbie, we throw prawns on the barbie.
Well, you throw what?
Prawns. A prawn.
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 Like,
It's not a shrimp, it's a prawn.
yeah, bigger shrimps, like
Oh.
good shrimps.
A prawn.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right? Prawn.
Prawn.
P-R-A-W-N.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it again? It's a shrimp?
It's a
type of
shrimp, but it's a big, they're about that big.
Jumbo shrimp, I
Jumbo
guess.
shrimp.
Yeah.
God.
We do have the small ones too, but we call them baby prawns.
Oh.
Really?
So
Yeah, I
then-
guess it's all marketing. I'm probably showing my age here now, but I'm sure you've heard of Paul Hogan from Crocodile Dundee
Yep.
movies. And yeah, he did a lot of TV commercials for tourism back in the day and to attract Americans to Australia. And it was like, come down under and throw a shrimp on the barbie. But we call them prawns. So.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, a little bit of a side deal.
Yeah,
I learned a new animal.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is so
We do
funny.
have great seafood. I mean, we're an island nation, of course. We're surrounded by.
I was going to say, that has to be
Beaches.
amazing seafood.
Yeah,
It's very good.
yeah.
And you guys have some of the scariest looking spiders I think I've ever seen in my
Ah.
life.
Yeah.
They are scary. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the most common thing Americans come up to is like, they really want to go to Australia, but they're like, we have so many things that are going to kill you down there, like snakes, spiders,
Yeah, it's
Every-
terrifying.
crocs, great whites.
Jellyfish will kill you in 8
Jellyfish is
minutes.
like, we get that comment.
Come
We get that
down.
comment all the time.
Come on down.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have a lot of spiders. It was very common, a habit actually. Every night before going to sleep, my sister and I would get down in our sheets and it would do the spider check to make sure there were no spiders in your bed.
Oh my
And
God.
You always, a lot of Australians will leave their shoes outside the house because our culture is pretty much everyone wears barefoot inside.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to make sure you check your shoes before you put them on because we have a redback spider which is deadly and they like to live in shoes and the spiders hang around your mailboxes, so getting the letters from the mail every afternoon is a little bit fraught with fear.
I would
In your
live terrified.
toilet bowl, hang in your toilet bowl, your swimming pools.
Oh my God. I know.
Like damp, moist, wet areas. You gotta be careful. Like gardening and stuff like that. With
Yeah.
thick gloves and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
But come on down under.
Come on down.
We're still here, so
Yeah,
we're
right.
fine. We survived.
Like me, along with like probably every other human in the world, loves Robert Irving.
Yeah.
And
Ah.
or Irwin, there we go. Because his dad, Steve, was like, I have 3 idols. It was always Steve Irwin, Jane Goodall, and Dolly Parton.
Oh,
love
those.
There
They're
you go.
sweet.
I think the 3 great. I love them.
They're
Yeah.
great.
And so when Steve like
Was
passed,
horrible.
I cried. I was like, oh my God, like what do you mean? And so of course
Yeah.
like Robert as like the next
Yeah,
Steve,
he's
and
so
I
much like
loved
Well, I got
it.
a fun fact for you.
Oh,
I
give it to me.
I worked at Australia Zoo after he passed, so I never got to meet him, but I met Terry and Bindi and Bob. Bobby was just like a little toddler.
Just a little baby.
So this was in, when was this? 2000 and...
It was after our eldest had just been born. So it was like
2008-ish?
2008.
Okay.
Yeah, so I worked on the construction team at the zoo, like building new enclosures and stuff like that. So yeah, I got to see behind the scenes and saw the croc show many times and saw all the fun stuff. But yeah, there's a full circle moment.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh
But
my
yeah, I mean,
gosh.
Steve Irwin is, he was such
he's
an
a legend,
animated
yeah.
character, obviously, and now,
Yeah.
like, his son, like, looks exactly like him and just won the Dancing with the Stars thing or something, whatever it was.
Now they both have the dance.
They have, yeah,
balls,
isn't
the
that
disco
great?
or whatever those are called. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the most that he just like taught you just to love things, like don't be scared by how they look, and I'm like, oh, he's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw Robert. He posted a TikTok or Instagram, or I don't even remember what it was. It was along the lines of he was getting in his car after a night. He's like, "This is a true Australian moment," and he like opens the door, and one of those spiders were like on his seat, and he's like, "Come on, little," and I was like, "I would die. I would die if I lived."
Yeah. It's pretty scary. I know a lot of people. The what do you call them?
The visors?
The visors. Where you pull them down, sometimes spiders will
Fall on your lap.
Fall on your lap.
Nope.
Well, people have played tricks and
I would just
put rubber spiders
be
up, like
deceased.
fake spiders up there and have them drop on your lap, which is a dangerous thing. I know, freak someone out when they're driving. I don't recommend doing that.
No, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I had like a traumatic incident with a spider, and like I had to climb a tree. I was doing a videography thing, wrapped around this tree. A spider bit me. My leg got so swollen I couldn't walk on it for a week.
Oh my
And so now
gosh.
I'm just like, I don't mess with them.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
don't
just like,
mess with them.
I won't mess with you if you won't mess with me. Like, I think that's a good, Oh my gosh. So when did you come here? You said 20 years ago?
Yeah, so it's we've had quite a long romance with Raleigh. We originally came over in 2004. I was previously an elementary school teacher. We were living in Dublin at the time, and I was teaching at a school there and came across an ad in the back of a Teachers Union magazine. Don't ask me why. I decided to read that. And obviously it was meant to be, saw the ad and, you know, showed Craig, because we'd always kind of, we had travelled and lived in other countries. That was what we did. And we always wanted to live in America, but there was no sort of pathway for us in terms of work visas. And so I came across this and showed Craig that it was a company based in Chapel Hill. They're still there. They're called Participate Learning now. But they were advertising for teachers, so they recruit foreign teachers to come and work here temporarily to expose American kids to other cultures. So that opportunity dropped in our lap, so we took it, got the job, and I was placed at a school in Johnson County, which is how we ended up in Raleigh. So that was in 2004, and we knew nothing about Raleigh, and it was like, this could go really badly. We'll toss the dice and take a risk, but surprisingly, both of us immediately fell in love with Raleigh, and both of us just felt really at home. And, you know, from that moment, we both wanted to live here permanently. And we were only on temporary visas, so we could stay. We stayed here for 2 years, went home for 2, had our first daughter, came back on that program for another 2 years, and then went home, and that was in 2010. And we were stuck because we had no legal way to live here then. So we were stuck at home, and that's when we started looking for ways that we could create our own business so that we weren't dependent on work visas. And we started our travel blog, and ended up, that took off when we were in Australia, and we had really great success with that. We worked with the biggest brands around the world. We were actually invited in 2014 to come to the White House, which was an amazing email to receive. That
what do you even do?
We thought
stare
it was
at
spam. We thought it was spam.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you get this message, it's all caps in the subject line. We want to invite you to the White House. They're asking us for our social security numbers in the email. It was secure email. We didn't know that, though. And so we were actually very cheeky in our reply because we thought it was spam. And then we found out it wasn't, and we sort of had to like backpedal and say, we're really sorry that we were cheeky. We actually thought it was spam. And they were like, it's okay. We've had a few people thought that. But anyway, it was the first ever travel summit that Michelle Obama, it was one of her initiatives. And we're invited as one of the top travel bloggers in the world to go to that, which was incredible, an amazing experience, an accolade. And through all of these things that eventually led us to be able to get, beginning it was an O1 visa, and it's the visas that like celebrities and that get actors and stuff, because you can prove that you're at the top of your field. So we were able to come back in 2017 on that. And then from that, we were able to turn that into a green card because we could prove we're at the top of the travel blogging field and that we did contribute significantly to the US economy. Yeah. So that's our very long story in the short form.
That is wild, but that is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So
When we got that
Wow.
White House invitation, we're actually on a 18-month RV road trip around Australia. So we're in the outback of like Western Australia in a mining town. We barely had any Wi-Fi.
We didn't have any.
So we go like 2 or 3 days before you get emails. So that was the back and forth with that. And a few of our other friends who do online businesses got invited as well. And we're like, is this for real or whatever? And then just started seeing more chatter on Twitter about it, and then looked up the person on LinkedIn to verify. And then, yeah, it was crazy. We ended up in Perth. This was summertime in Australia. So we flew from Perth, which is the most isolated city in the world, by the way.
So I've never even heard of it.
Yeah,
Perth,
it's on the
Western
West Coast,
Australia.
yeah.
So we flew from there, like it was, say, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit there. Then we flew to Sydney, dropped our daughters off there with our parents to look after, and then flew to LA, then to Atlanta, and then Raleigh, and then drove up to DC in the middle of winter.
Oh my
and and then we're like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, we're from a small town in Australia. We didn't get invited to the White House. Like, this is
How could you
fucking
say no
nuts.
to it?
Like,
Yeah.
to drop
you
it in.
do it, but then you're that was
And then we come all that long, massive journey, investment of time and energy and that, and we get to the White House gates, and we almost didn't get let in.
Yeah.
Because on your documentation, because we put the dates, we do day, month, year, and then for the form, we had it the opposite way to you guys do in the US. So the Secret Service guy wasn't going to let us in. And we're like,
Because the
The
date was
dates were mismatched. So
Oh my
we
God.
had 2 different forms plus the passport. And on one form, I had put the US date, and on the other, just out of habit, I had done the Australian date. Mm-hmm. And so they were like, "Ma, this is not matching, not going to let you in." And eventually I just started crying because that's what you do when you're in trouble, the damsel in distress. But no, legitimately, I was really upset. And I just said, "You have no idea. I have come from Perth, Australia, the furthest place in the world, just for this event."
You don't understand what I
Yeah.
just went through to get here.
and we might not probably never get invited here ever again. Like, this is our one shot. Like, come on.
And he said, "Wait a minute, ma'am, let me see." And then he's on the phone, he's
Poor
talking
thing.
to security,
Oh,
he's
man.
getting our contact in the White House to come out, and eventually it got sorted, thank goodness. Yeah.
Oh my God, what would it,
That's
I
great.
can't even imagine if like they wouldn't have let you in.
Oh, I
I
know.
would just stood up there
Oh,
just like
I
kept
know.
crying.
I
And it
know,
was
the
raining.
pain.
We're under umbrellas. It's freezing. We're like, oh, this is horrible. Like, what's going on?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Anyway, we got there. We got
Yeah, wow, that was an adventure.
Yeah.
Wow. So, okay, so then from there, you get the award, you get your green card, and then when did you come here then in 2018, 2019?
2017.
2017.
Okay, so
yeah.
you fetched, okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so that we initially got O1 business visas, which was for 3 or 5 years, I believe.
3.
But then, yeah, we got help through our immigration lawyer over here to help us get the O1 business visa, and then we met up with him. He was based in Nashville, Tennessee, and
Okay.
we met up with him, had lunch there one time, and we had no idea you could leverage that visa into a green card. So that was the next path. Got to, kept documenting all our documentation, doing our best to get in traditional media, which helps and stuff like that. And and then applied and leveraged it into a green card. And 10, 20 years ago, we never in a million years would think travel blogging would get us like a business visa and a green card. And then now come dual citizens just very recently to live in the US like that. It's just crazy how things work out.
Yeah, it's
when you
quite
at least expect
extraordinary.
it.
Yeah.
It's just an example of what, we love to share that, and I'm sure you have a lot of listeners who are, pursuing a path of entrepreneurship, creating their own business. And I think our story is just an extraordinary example of what can happen when you do that. Doors open that you never even saw. Like, it was impossible for us. Literally, we tried every avenue except we entered the green card lottery, but it was impossible for us to get a green card. And then we enter this new world of travel blogging, and then this door magically opens up. So, you just never know what is in front of you. And we really believe, and we've proved it, and there's so many people come on your podcast and so many people who are doing extraordinary things simply because they're following a passion, some things they love or that they're skilled in, and providing some service, and just having, as you mentioned, you look at the why behind it, having really strong whys behind that. Then I think magic starts to happen and doors align, and all these incredible things can happen for you. Like, I'm just amazed at our story all the time, not because of what we did, but I know, like, we took risks and we did all of those things that are required on the entrepreneurship journey. But I think for me, I'm in awe of it because of the magic that was there, and things that just magically appeared for us that we never ever knew was there.
Yeah, another prime example is that. Like, we didn't even know this O1 business visa existed, but when we put the intention out there and, I don't know, I guess you put your order into the universe, we want to find a way to live in the USA legally. And I was just scrolling through Instagram. We're in Australia at the time, living on the Gold Coast in Queensland. Just scrolling through Instagram through the feed, and I just saw this photo of another travel friend. I was living in Wellington, New Zealand. It was just like a sailing boat, and I don't know why. I just clicked on it and read the caption. She started talking about this O1 business visa that she had got. I'm like, oh, wow, that's interesting. So I just sent her a message, tell me more. And then she put us onto James, our immigration lawyer in Nashville at the time. And so if I wasn't scrolling through that day and saw that photo and clicked on and read the caption, I was like, who knows what, we might not be here right now.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. But we put that energy and that focus and intention out there, and the door found a way to open, but we had to walk through it, of course, and we had to be worthwhile, just to get that O1 business visa was insane. It was incredible, and I mean, we had to, just one small part of that, we had to go to a the US consulate in Sydney, and we're walking around with a 500-page application each in a cardboard box for the interview. And like,
Oh my God.
yeah, I had to print it. Like, it cost me $120 to print it out.
I was
like,
literally about to ask you, where do you print that and how much? 'Cause jeez.
and
Yes.
just one other crazy fact, like it was for a 3-year O1 visa, but we had to prove like we're going to contribute to the US economy. I had to write a 3-year travel itinerary for the US, like step by step. Again, that was over 50-something pages. I mean, like, who writes a 3-year itinerary? I'm like, it was nuts.
No one. That's nuts.
Yeah, so there's many things that went into all this, but yeah, this is some crazy parts.
But that's how much we love Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
Truly, it really is. And we come from an amazing country. And people say all the time, why are you living in Raleigh when you're from Australia? And, you know, we grew up living on the beach. That was just most Australians do. And we have this wonderful lifestyle and all of that. So, you know, why would we live in Raleigh and why would we go through all of that? That process of coming to be able to live here permanently was incredibly difficult because we love Raleigh that much. And I think that's why we started a business around it. And that's why I think This Is Raleigh has been so successful because, and many people say it to us all the time, that they can tell that what we do is genuine and authentic. And it is. Like, we fought so hard to live here. We really did. And I don't think people really know the depth of our story and what we went through to actually be here. And that's one thing that really drives us, is that we love it so much. And we're like this for Australia as well. We see ourselves as, you know, the self-appointed ambassadors for Australia here in the US and for Raleigh everywhere else. Like, we love those two places so much that we passionately talk about it and share about it and just want people living here to love it. We were recently awarded for TBEX. It's the biggest travel blogging conference in the world, and they have content creator awards. And we recently, they had an award for best local lens, and we were finalists for that. And that's in the whole world. And just that recognition that, and this award is for local content creators who really are passionate storytellers and really work to uplift community. And that's what we're just so passionate about it, because we feel that Raleigh has given us so much that we just want to give that back to this city and the people here. Yeah.
I love that. Oh, I love when people love a place like I do.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean,
It's
I'm
special.
So tell me a little bit about your podcast that you have.
Yeah, so with This Is Raleigh, obviously we have the blog articles and social media and stuff, and we initially started the podcast. It's just another way to tell our story. Like, obviously people consume media in different formats, and so it was part us telling our story, and then also interviewing. We wanted to interview like local business owners and people doing creative and interesting things in the community. So it's been on pause a little bit for a while because we've just been resource strapped and time strapped with other parts of our business, but we do intend to bring it back because a lot of people in the community come up to us, and that's how they've first come across us, through our podcast. And it's just so, we know it's helpful and useful, and you can talk for an hour, as long as it's interesting, of course, and people want to listen to an hour-long podcast.
It helps.
But, we enjoy it, and, meeting new people that way and doing that. And it's on the list for 2026 to bring it back again.
Awesome.
I don't have an exact time frame, but
When it works,
the intention
it'll
is
work.
there.
Yeah.
The intention is there.
Yeah.
And we enjoy it. So
Yeah. And then what's the name of the podcast?
it's just This Is Raleigh.
This Is Raleigh?
Everything's
Okay,
just
cool.
under the This Is Raleigh umbrella, basically.
Perfect.
So
like, if anyone's
it's on
listening,
all
go
the
look it up.
It's on the all the major podcasting platforms. We've got like 50 or something episodes. A lot of those episodes, like evergreen content, very helpful. Like, it's about our story, how we moved to Raleigh, getting in the community, what we like to do in Raleigh, getaways, all the above, like just different stories and stuff. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a great segue into my next question. What's your favorite thing to do in Raleigh? It could be either together or both, or together or separate.
Oh wow, yeah.
I know,
Good
that's a
question. Great
hard
question.
Well, I think we love, we're outdoor people. We love being outside. So I think hiking, biking. Last summer actually, I think we biked from Durham to Kerry along the American Tobacco Trail. And a lot of people may not know, but there is a winery in Apex. And so we stopped there along the way and had some wine and cheese, and then finished the rest of the bike trip. So
What's the winery called? I like a good wine.
Cloa Family Vineyards.
Oh, is that like on a farm or something like that?
It's
No.
actually in the suburbs of Apex, but it is on a farm, but it's surrounded by suburbia.
Okay, cool.
So it's quite an unusual spot, but they have horses and you can sit outside. They have really great outside gardens. And the wine is not too bad. Like North Carolina doesn't have a great reputation for wine, and I like dry white, and they do have quite a nice dry white there that's
Nice.
drinkable, enjoyable, a nice sunny day. And it was a wonderful pit stop after this because this bike ride was like 35 miles.
God.
It's quite an adventure.
But
It's
it's
flat
flat.
most
That's
of the
flat.
way.
That's
Oh,
flat.
Yeah.
Oh, flat 35. Okay, I can do
And
that
you
all
take
day.
it-
I can do that all
Yeah.
day.
And you take your time. Like we started very early in the morning from Durham. Well, we got the train from Kerry up to Durham and then biked back. So you make a whole day of it. Like no rush.
So cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
But
we
yeah,
love doing adventures like that. There's a few other bike trails we want to explore when the weather starts getting a bit warmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still the nature stuff. Obviously, like, the thing we love about Raleigh, how green it is, and like the Capital Greenway system, like 100 miles of trails. So we love doing all the trails, where it's biking or walking. We lived on Lake Johnson for 4 years near NC State campus. So the 3 mile Lake Johnson loop. I'd love $1 for every time we've done that.
I
might be able to
love
retire.
that loop. My
But,
dog does too.
Yeah.
So we take all visiting friends and family, anyone to Raleigh, do the Lake Johnson Loop. And obviously Umstead State Park is pretty cool, so close to downtown Raleigh. And so the nature stuff, festival and events, are always cool.
We love Boogaloo. That's
Um,
always fun.
I'm a big sports guy, so I love
Yeah.
the college stuff.
Yeah,
Like going
yeah.
to a tailgating at Carter Finley. It's such a, well, for Australians, such an American experience. Like we don't grow up tailgating or with American football, obviously.
I never did tailgating until I moved down here because it's
So-
not a northern thing.
Oh,
here.
it's not?
Really?
Oh,
It's
it's
too
too
cold.
cold.
Well, where I'm from, I mean, again, there's Buffalo, so like
Yeah.
you have
Bills Mafia, they're crazy. They get out.
but that's also like 4 hours.
Oh,
Like
gosh,
I was in the
okay.
middle of nowhere, like,
Yeah,
so
right.
like I didn't grow up with any of that, so I
Yeah.
never knew about it until I came here
Yeah,
for
right.
NC State and the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I mean,
the
yeah, so-
tailgating here is really good.
It's fun.
Me and
It's
tailgate
so
at-
fun.
I don't think they tailgate at hockey anywhere else. Or maybe they do in Florida. 'cause
Maybe
it's
too
warmer.
cold, yeah.
But I mean, so the sporting scene, like Hurricanes games, women's basketball at Reynolds Coliseum is fun. Like women's soccer, we go to the Courage games, NC Courage games all the time.
Yeah, we love
Our
those.
our youngest daughter plays soccer. I mean, and then obviously like the ACC basketball scene here, like the Carolina Duke NC State rivalries. It's it gets under your skin.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not even a part of it. I
I'm a
just
big
like
sports
watching
guy.
it.
I'm a big sports guy, so
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
music, go to concerts. We've been to many concerts at Walnut Creek, as
Yep.
we always call it Walnut Creek. It's called Coastal Credit Union Park and Red Hat and the Lincoln Theatre and the Ritz and Poorhouse, and like there's some fun music experiences to have, and so
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it. I just went to Red Hat for the first time over
Oh, really?
the
Yeah.
summer to see Alex Warren.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
First off, super affordable place.
It is.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's right next to pool, so I went there for an espresso martini beforehand, and that's where I learned
Oh,
how I like my espresso martini, which
Really?
is like all the things need to be fresh.
Yes.
Espresso
yes.
things need to be freshly ground, and I got
Has
real
to be
bougie.
real coffee in it. Yeah.
I got real bougie about it because
So
now
it-
I won't take my espresso martini any other way.
I know.
Wow.
I agree. I'm bougie about things
awesome.
like
So
that too.
I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out because we've been
Oh my
exploring
gosh.
the best espresso martinis in the Raleigh area.
Yeah.
We
So
know a few.
them and then Williams House in downtown Cary.
Okay.
They do a good espresso martini.
Yeah, they have 3 options too. They got the Bailey's espresso martini.
Oh, that's what we like, the Bailey's one.
Oh my god, that's the one I like too.
Yeah.
There's a peanut butter one, so they have like
I wouldn't like
a
that.
screwball type thing in there, and then they also do a horchata one.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I've
that's
tried all 3.
interesting.
Bailey's is my favorite, but
Yeah,
they're all
that's
really
awesome.
good. But they do all the fresh, like they freshly grind the
Good
beans
to know.
and everything.
We haven't been there. Good to know.
No.
It's a coffee shop in the morning, and then it's a bar in the night.
We've been there. We've had coffee with your parents. Were here.
Oh, William. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of another place.
Yeah.
Okay, Williams and
Yep, Williams House
Williams
in
House.
downtown Cary.
yeah. It used to be Bull City Cider.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yep.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm thinking of another place.
Oh no,
my
you're
bad.
Matthew's house maybe.
Yes.
Yep.
When you
Yes.
said house,
Yep.
I
No, Matthew's
instantly
house is
gravitated
awesome.
to that. Yeah.
They have a great gin and tonic.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
And like a French 75. Oh
Wow,
yeah.
sounds like we need to hang out more.
And if we want
We
to
would
stay
make
in,
good friends.
if we want to stay in Cary, the Albatross Bar, the golf bar there,
Yes.
they have the best old fashioned. That's the best
Smoky
one we've had in
old-fashioned.
the. It's no, we haven't done the smoky one.
Yes, we have.
Didn't they light it, smoke it?
Isn't it? Then we
No, it's just a
Is
normal.
that somewhere else we had to
old-fashioned.
smoke old fashioned? Okay.
So
They have
good.
really good drinks though.
They do, yeah.
And
And
then the RBF champagne
oh
bar,
my gosh,
of course.
great
we love
wine.
RBF.
Yeah.
RBF's really good if you take their mocktails and you add champagne to it. Oh my god,
damn,
so
that's
good.
inside a tip.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because the mocktails are in this giant bulbous glass, and then you
Yeah.
just add
Yeah.
make it boozy,
Yeah.
and it's really good. Sidebar's also really good right there.
Yeah. They're
Bomb
good.
Brothers, I love good Bomb Brothers. Gosh, there's so many
I
good
mean, there's
places.
endless breweries,
Yeah.
obviously. Like,
Yeah.
breweries went crazy there for a period of time. But,
Yeah, like I can't drink beer, but I love when a brewery has really good non-beer options.
Me too.
Because
It's
like all my
fun.
friends are beer drinkers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to come hang out
I
too.
know. I don't drink beer either because I'm gluten free, so
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
We like to go to
Yeah.
Crank Arm in downtown, the
Crank
warehouse
Arms, I
district.
love Crank Arm. That's
yeah,
a
it's
cute place
great.
too.
It
Great
is
brewery
good.
and
have
cocktails
seltzer
and that
and
now and
cocktails,
seltzers.
yeah.
And they've always got fun events going on.
And yeah, I was going to say, like, we really love them for how community focused they are.
Yeah.
They're really focused on bringing people together.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you like.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we really love that.
Guys have done yoga
I've
there.
done yoga there.
They
yeah.
do the,
I love
the,
when places
the
do
dog.
yoga.
They have, you bring in your dogs and stuff. They have the cycle club. They always got fun events going
Yeah.
on there. And the beer's great
It's a
too.
staple,
Like,
yeah.
I don't drink a lot of beer myself actually now anymore, but they do some of my favorite beers when I used to drink
Yeah.
beer. So
That's what I like about Bomb Brothers in downtown Cary because they have a run club.
Yep.
They do puzzle tournaments. There's trivia. There's like everything. And then they have their East Side location, which is a music venue about a quarter mile up the road.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's just I love when a good brewery like does like those kind of things.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are starting to do that, so it's like thank God because now you have options. Like, oh, I want to do trivia night, but like let's go here this day and go to this trivia over here this day. Like,
Yeah.
I love trivia. I'm trying to build a trivia team.
Oh,
that's,
yeah?
that's
Yeah.
another. We did trivia at Crank Arm.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did.
Night. Yeah.
I need to go to downtown Raleigh more. I just love it out there. I now live closer, so I can easily get there, which is exciting.
Yeah, the warehouse district. I mean, there's many little districts within
Yep.
downtown that you can bounce around. Which
I
is
think it's so cool. Oh, and the speakeasies.
Oh, yeah. They're
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love a good speakeasy.
Yeah, we do too.
Watson Wards.
They're so fun. Yeah, Watson Ward's like one of my favorites.
Green light. Green light's good.
Yep, I love a good like moody atmosphere.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I think
Give it
everyone
to me.
remembers the first time they've walked into Watson Ward because you walk down those stairs, you think it's going to be a dinky little room, and then you walk in, you're like,
Just keeps going
Oh my
and going
gosh.
and going.
It's a historic
Like,
looking.
literally
Oh,
underground.
It's so cool.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, wow, this is a vibe. This is
Yeah.
really cool.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, I got two last questions. One of them, question one, what is a hard lesson you guys have learned throughout all your processes of doing stuff with a business or
Stuff.
moving or
Life stuff.
all
business,
the all the things you guys do? What's one of the hardest lessons you guys have learned?
Oh wow. Yeah. Business wise, man, so many lessons.
I think, yeah, that. Sorry, go ahead.
Business wise, like through both of our blogs, like growth is not linear. Like and it takes time. Like starting up a social media business or a blogging business, like it's kind of like easy access. Like you're not spending like $500,000 to buy a brick and mortar business, and it takes time. Like any business, time, resources, investment of funds. I always say to somebody if they're going to start a business like online, like be in it 2 years from now, like to growth. So, and then there's constant changes, whereas algorithm changes, constantly evolving yourself. Algorithm changes, AI changes, the pandemic, like who would have thought like having a global travel business when the pandemic started was not ideal. And the whole world shuts down literally overnight and you lose like 80% of your income. So that was a massive challenge. And then actually, we always wanted to start a Raleigh-based business, but that gave us the time and the space to do that. So that was kind of oh man, I'm going to say that word, pivot. It's like I haven't said that for so long. But yeah, so
Well,
so many
I
challenges.
think you've got to understand, and I think we've learnt this business and life, that Craig mentioned growth is not linear, that growth is actually cyclical, that kind of moves along a linear path. But I think you have to understand that you're never going directly from A to B. You're going on a journey there and it's up and down. And it's the cycle of life. Everything moves in a cycle. The seasons, nature, everything. So we're going to move in a cycle in our own lives and our business as well. So have that expectation that you're never going to reach the mountaintop and stay there, that you're actually going to come down at some point, but you'll come down, your lower point will be higher than the last lower point, but you're still going to come down. And so be prepared for that. Anything can happen at any time. As Craig mentioned, we learned that very hard lesson. Travel, not everything's safe. Travel was a certainty to us, and then it wasn't. Anything can happen. So you have to, along the journey, you have to be building your character traits so that you can handle those moments and know what to do and not give up. Never give up. Give up's the failure. You're going to learn some lessons along the way. They're not failures. It's only when you give up that it is. So I think we've had to change all the time, especially if you're looking at a business in the world that we live in now. Algorithms changing all the time. Just life is moving so quickly, and things, AI, all of these stuff happening rapidly. You have to be very open and very ready to change at any moment. And sustainability matters. Like, you want to build a business that can sustain for the long term, and AI is being spoken about a lot. And I was at a conference in New York last week where AI was spoken about, and the messaging is, and this is the core of our business and what we've done since 2010. It's all about the thing that can't be replaced as people, community, connection, brand, story. And there's only one Caroline and Craig Makepeace. We have our own story that we own, and that's what we lean into in both of our businesses, and it's very much built on life experience. And we go out and we walk our talk. We go out and we find the things to do and we experience it, and we then share that information based upon that perspective. We always say we make the mistakes so you don't have to. We make those mistakes because we're the explorers figuring it out, and then we'll share with you what we think is worth your time to go and pursue and do. So that for us, we can't be replaced by AI. So I think, if you're in business or creating whatever in life, if you put your whole self into it and be authentic and genuine with an intention of doing something meaningful, don't make it about the money. It's a side benefit. Make it about something bigger than that. And when you make it about something bigger than just money or vanity likes or, rewards, awards, success, all of those, they're all nice, but don't make that the core of what you do.
Yes.
Yeah, we've chased the money in previous business ventures, and they ended up a disaster. It was all about the money. And then we've finally figured out, travel is our life. It's what makes us feel most alive. And we put our focus and attention on building a business around travel, and eventually the money comes. But yeah, the lesson is going from the job mindset to an entrepreneur, going from a steady paycheck to doing a business. So you don't you go through, it's like a roller coaster, you have some really good months where, clients are beating down your door, and then you can go through a dry spell where you're chasing clients again, and that can be scary. So mindset, building
it can be terrifying.
Working on your mindset was key, and getting started before you're ready. We knew nothing about blogging or email marketing or even photography or doing videos, and we built our own website initially, which was horrible, so ugly. Had no idea about coding or anything, but we just got started, just hustled. Caroline was doing her teaching job. We actually started our Why Travel blog business. We were living in Ghana at the time. She was teaching. I was working for Delta at RDU. We'd do our jobs, we'd be up to midnight working on our first website, and then up at 4 a.m. in the morning to go to Delta at RDU, and just hustled, just got started, just made things happen. And for the first 6, 12, even 18 months, barely made any money. But
we believed in it and stuck with it.
Built the foundation, and so many lessons.
But our daughter, our youngest, was writing an essay for high school the other day, and 10 lessons about life. I was talking with her about that. And I said, well, what about one is leap and grow your wings on the way down? And she's like, what does that mean, Mum? I said, well, that's kind of like your entire life and our entire life. When we first set off on our Australian road trip, our girls were 6 and 2. We were 3 years into the blog. We weren't making much money. Nothing on paper made sense. We weren't making much money at all, but we believed in it. And so we're we're going to leap into this and we'll figure it out as we go along. We left. We didn't even have a car. We had a sponsored car. We were working with Nissan at the time because I was writing content for Australia's biggest parenting site, and the column I was writing was sponsored by Nissan. And so as part of that, we had the car, and we would go on family adventures with the Nissan and create content on it. We say Nissan. I'm conscious of saying Nissan. And so so we had that car that enabled us to, and they were on board when we said, this is what we want to do. Are you on board? And they said yes. So we didn't even own that. We did have hardly any money. We didn't own much at all. And we slept in a tent for 3 months with a 6 and a 2-year-old.
Wow.
And so that was us growing our wings on the way down. Like we were figuring it out as we went along. And that risk paid off because our community saw what we were doing and that we were walking the talk, and they got on board and they joined us and they followed along and they gave us loads of tips and advice, and then they watched us follow their advice as we travelled around the country. And many of those still follow us now, and they'll often say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that your eldest is now in college. Like, we've been following you since she was like 4.
Oh,
So
that's so sweet for like the viewers, like literally grow up with your kids too, and that's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, because they're not only watching you and your business, but they watch your kids grow.
Yeah, all of it. They feel like they're part of our family. They've seen us evolve and go through the challenges and, and figure it out. Like, if we did not take that leap, and this is what I was trying to explain to my daughter, that if we didn't start before we were ready, if we did not take that leap, we wouldn't be here now. Like, it's those moments that are critical. Even though you're afraid and it doesn't make sense and everything is telling you this is stupid, you're going to fail, and on those voices go. If in the core of you there's a calling or a strong that this is what I'm meant to do, then like just you're not going to die. Like, that's what we said. Okay, worst case scenario, what's going to happen? Well, we were living with Craig's parents at the time because we literally had nothing. Worst case scenario is we end up back living with your parents and we go and get a job if we have to work at the local supermarket. Can we handle that? Like, is it worth taking the risk to maybe get something better? And if it fails, is it worth taking that risk? And then we just accept what the worst case scenario is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're never fully ready. Like, we're still figuring stuff out now and having to evolve with industry and stuff and learn new skills and get found online different ways and do content different ways and constantly. Yeah, so you're never fully ready. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like, you may as well just get started and figure out most of it along the way, as we've done.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I've explained it before on here that, like, my podcast, I had, like, in the thoughts for 2 years because I love talking to business owners because I like to storytell and I like to hear people's story, and I just want to know, like, what made you do what you do. I had the idea for so long, but I was so stuck, like, what to name it.
Yeah, there's little things that trip you up.
My God, the
What's
name,
my logo going to look like? What
logo
colours
with
is
the
it going to be? The
name.
website?
Yeah.
Like,
the two
what's
things
my
that everyone's
tagline
gonna know
gonna
you
be?
by. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it had me stuck, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So finally, like,
Yeah.
I went to lunch with some friends from back home, and her little sister's like, "Oh, Kayleigh, duh, all up in your business." And I'm like,
love it.
"It's so me." And she's just, it's like, she knows me, and I'm like, "Oh my, that's it right there."
Yeah. And that
The
shows
logo.
how you can lean on people, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure, just ask a friend and they give you that game changer for you. They gave you the name and then boom, here you are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thankfully for that come pretty easy for us. Like, This Is Raleigh come pretty easily, and the Why Travel blog, as she mentioned before. A reason behind that, like our other why was like our tagline is accumulate memories and moments, not just possessions. Because going back to something you said before is like, we made travel a priority because our friends used to say like, oh, how do you get to travel so much and go to all these countries? Because we made it a priority. Like, we weren't buying brand new $80,000 cars or big screen TVs. Like,
We're sleeping in tents.
all our money and focus and time and energy went into travel.
Yeah.
So we didn't have nice house or nice car, and we were totally fine with that because it was all about memories and moments and experiences. And still is. I mean, it is nice to have nice things, of course, but like we've always prioritised travel and moments and memories. Like, still, even in like with the Raleigh business,
Yeah.
it's a huge focus. So
Yeah, my cousins and my family and I, we're trying to be more active about like thinking there, like, hey, like, let's just stop buying each other shit.
Yeah.
And let's like go do things.
Yeah.
Experiences.
And so like my cousins taught me that. She's taught me a lot, but like her and I are like sisters. And so the one thing she's taught me more and more is like, she's always said like, quote unquote, I don't want more shit. I just want to go do something fun. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So like her birthday was this past week. And so we're going to the rage room tonight.
Yeah.
To smash some things up.
There
And
you
I'm
go.
like,
I love it.
first off, like,
That's some
you can
energy.
get rid of some of your anger. I know you can. And I know I can. And I know all of us can. And, like, plus it'd be fun. Like, we
Yeah.
haven't done it before. And, like, last year we did a cooking class. And, like, we love to actively go do things.
Yeah.
And so it's like creating the memories is more like where we're trying to get our parents, but like, because our families all do stuff together
Yeah.
for holidays or trips. And so we're just trying to be more like mindful, like, okay, like, don't want this, but let's go book this trip to here.
Yeah.
Like, we all love the mountains. So we try to go to Asheville and the other ones out there that I can't think of that we already have booked, but like the Asheville area.
Black
Yes.
Mountain?
Which one?
Black Mountain?
Boone.
Boone?
It's not Boone.
Blowing Rock.
Blowing Rock, that's it.
Blowing
I'm
Rock.
like, it
Okay.
starts with a B.
On the Blue Ridge Parkway. And
Yeah,
stuff
we
like that.
love
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Blue Ridge,
Yeah.
and so it's just fun. Like, and they have kids, so we get to go do things with the kids now, and
Yeah.
it's just like creating the
Just
memories.
more
Or,
intentional living.
yeah, like it's just more fun.
Yeah.
Like I hate shopping for clothes. I
Oh, I can't
hate
stand
clothes
it.
shopping more
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah, me
I'll go to
too.
Plato's Closet, get it for cheap, or go
Yeah.
to like I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's why I said like this year, next year, especially next year, I want to make. If I don't do it this year, like next year is the year of travel. Like
Yeah.
it will happen.
It will.
Because I want to go to Scotland, I want to go to Ireland, because I used to do Irish dancing for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
I did Irish dancing and I taught kids for 5 years.
Cool.
With my
Do
friends.
you go in the St.
taught kids
Patrick's Day
Irish
parade or anything?
So we used to do like Irish festivals back home, but we weren't like in the wigs or anything like that. Like we didn't do like those kind of like we more did it for like the local community, nursing homes. Like we'd go around the
Awesome.
community and do it for fun things like that.
Love that, man. As you
Yeah.
mentioned, you lived in Dublin for a year.
I know, when you said that, I was
she's-
like,
she's lived there twice.
Yeah, I've lived there twice.
So, I mean, Irish dancing is
Yeah.
awesome. Like, you know,
Yeah.
all things Ireland
Right?
and Irish
Yeah.
is
And
great.
there's the Kayleigh dance, except they spell it totally differently than my name. But
I
I
follow
like.
these two guys, the Gardner brothers, on Instagram. They're twin.
I think I know who you're talking about.
They're not. No, they're not twins. I think they're like a year apart, but they look like twins. But yeah, they're very cool. They're
They're the
actually
ones
based.
with the boards.
Yeah.
Yep, and then, oh my god, I'm
They,
obsessed with them.
Yeah, they moved to Nashville recently.
Really?
Yeah, they live in Nashville now.
Oh, wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, they went to like a Vanderbilt football game and stuff like that. But yeah, they're cool. I mean, they still travel a lot and dance all around the world. But yeah,
Like
they do some fun
just
stuff.
watching them so mesmerizing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
the sound of the hard shoe. I love it. I was always terrible at hard shoe, so I can appreciate like when you have a Michael Flatley out there
Yeah.
just killing it. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous of you. That's fine.
And we have to go and dance at the Hibernian on Glenwood sometime or something.
Oh my gosh, it's been a minute since I've done it, but it's just so much fun.
We've got contacts. We've
Yeah.
got contacts. We know the manager.
oh god.
If you like Irish coffees, the best Irish coffee, hands down, the Hibernian.
Hibernian.
Like,
Ooh, good
yeah.
to know. I haven't been there in a minute.
Keith
yeah.
Doyle, the manager there, he's from Dublin, and he actually won an award in Boston,
Boston
a
for
competition
best
for best Irish coffee. So yeah, that's where we go when we need our fix.
I've never had one before. I need to go try it.
Really?
Oh, they're great.
You have Irish coffee before?
No.
Oh, come on,
They're really
okay.
I had a lot of Irish soda bread.
Yeah, that's good too.
Oh my god, I love a good Irish soda bread.
Mm-hmm.
So good. And
Yeah.
scones. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What's a piece of advice you'd give someone wanting to start a business?
I think like online, like I said before, like be online 2 years from now. Like it takes
Yeah,
time to
sustainability.
it takes time to build an audience, and you can't really monetize until you build an audience and build something sustainable. So, and I would say like really niche down. Like the hard thing for us with our global travel side was just so broad. The audience was just so broad, and like people had come to our site who want to go to London like maybe once in their life, and then we've lost that audience again. But the Raleigh side, it's so much easier to build a community around, which is important. And like in person, not just online, like because we spend so much time offline, it's like to get offline and build a community. And then build a brand, not just traffic, because that traffic can disappear through algorithms, through AI, constant
Then what
changes
do
in
you do,
Instagram. So yeah, build a brand, because our focus is like we want people to, like if they're thinking of going to eat somewhere or going to an activity, like the folks on This Is Raleigh probably got that on their website. We'll just go straight there instead of typing into Google or ChatGPT. So yeah, building a brand is key. Like getting on camera. I know it can be scary at times. It's still hard for me, but people follow people. And they like to. That's how they connect more with people, through personal interaction. So get offline as much as possible, as well as be online too. So
I think have a purpose, as I said before, beyond the money, beyond the accolades, because it's tough. being an entrepreneur, having your own business is tough. I think every week I probably want to quit. So what's going to stop you from not quitting? So you really want to understand what those things are, because you're going to lean on them when you do want to quit, because it will happen. And so for us, that's the greater purpose of what we're doing and why. And you think of, okay, if I did quit and if I went and got just a normal job, what am I going to lose from that? I'm going to lose a deep sense of purpose. I'm going to lose a lot of control that I have over my own life right now. I control my schedule. I have that freedom, which is very, very important to me. Some people may value security more, that paycheck, whereas I'm willing to give up the security of that paycheck so that I can have that freedom that I really desire, to have control over my life. So I think those are really important things that probably you're never really taught to consider when you're starting a business. It's about the logistics of a business and the money and the growth and the scaling and all of that. But, you know, what about those really important things about why you're doing this, and what are your sacrifices going to be, and can you handle those sacrifices, and what will you do when those moments come where you, I don't want to say fail, because it's not a fail unless you quit, but going through setbacks and challenges and struggles and you do want to quit, how are you going to handle it? You know?
Yeah, those are both huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the amount of times I wanted to quit when I had my business, and I didn't quit my business. I just do less of it now so I can have a steady paycheck for this time in my life or whatever, but I'm still doing my business. So I just had to slow down and take a different route. But like, knowing yes, just to everything.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, your why is big enough to keep going. Like knowing your why is like everything, and the pain as well. Like, I mean, you worked in construction for a long time and banging nails for a living. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But like the pain of thinking of going back to that, like motivates me and drives me to figure it out, to stay in business.
Yeah, 100%.
And time freedom and the ability to travel when we want on our own schedule, instead of like working Monday to Friday and told we're not going to have lunch and go to the bathroom and stuff like that. It's like, that, you know, knowing all those things helps, you know, keep you in the game, so to speak.
Having a motivator is huge.
Yeah.
Like, it is definitely huge.
Yeah.
And luckily, like, I work somewhere where it's like, they're awesome, like very flexible, and work, you can work remote. Should want to be in office like twice a week, but like, even if you can't be, like, they're not gonna like fire you for it. Like,
I love that.
I finally found somewhere where I can be flexible and do what I want.
I love that.
And they're very supportive, which is what I love too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, that part's huge.
It's smart of them to be that way, because whatever you're doing on the side, it's only contributing to you growing as a person.
Yeah.
Which they're going to benefit from.
Exactly. And like the big thing for me is, like, I told them I was gonna start, and I'm like, so I'm gonna be starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Don't know when yet, but I'm starting it. So you're cool with that, right? And like, I made sure they were cool with it before I even said yes, and they said yes, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Awesome.
Don't know what's happening, but it'll happen soon. And then like 4 months later, I'm like, oh, by the way, in 6 months I'm starting a podcast.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
no, so I've always wanted to tell other people's stories, or help tell the message of other people's stories, because everyone has such different audiences.
Yeah.
And so it's like having different people every week from very different groups and sectors. Like, they may like, oh, I like that. Like, what's this one now? Oh, what's that one? And, oh, wait, I didn't know what that one is. And so I think that part's just so cool. Like, that's how you get to know people.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
Yeah.
But well, thank you guys so much
Thanks
for coming
for having
today.
us.
This has been
Appreciate it.
great.
It's been
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, no, this has been great. Oh, lastly, tell everyone where they can find you on all your things.
Yeah.
thisisraleigh.com is the website, like the main hub, and at This Is Raleigh on Instagram, Facebook. We have a big presence there. It's This Is Raleigh NC. And then Y Travel Blog, as we mentioned, our global travel site is the letter Y for yellow, and then travelblog.com, and then at Y Travel Blog on social media. And then, our email, actually, for This Is Raleigh, our email, Caroline does a great job with our email list. So if you go to thisisraleigh.com, you can subscribe there, and we send out emails once or twice a week with all the cool stuff going on in and around Raleigh. That's the way you can stay up to date with what we're doing too, because, you know, it's getting harder and harder to see things in social media with so much noise and stuff, what have you. Thisisraleigh.com is where we live most of the time.
Awesome. Love it. And for anyone listening, watching, however you're taking this in, it will all be in the show notes, so you can find it way easier if for some reason it's just like, what did they just say? So show notes is where it will be. Yeah, so that's all we got for today.
Thank you.
And thanks for tuning in, watching, listening, again, however you're taking this in. If you don't know where this is at, it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Patreon, YouTube. It's everywhere where you listen and watch, honestly. So it shouldn't be too hard to find. But yeah, so thank you again, and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks for
Thank
listening.
you.
Thank you.